Hey guys, welcome back to part 8 of the unboxing review of my full silicone 155 centimeter Fanreal doll, presented by none other than Betterlovedoll, one of my best companion doll vendors. And remember, if you're looking for a Fanreal doll or any other doll, all you have to do is check the About section to see the full list of companion doll vendors that I have available for you. And I've even had somebody say, hey, where do I get a Fanreal doll from? Well, go to my vendors list and click on the link for Betterlovedoll. That's the best place that you can get a Fanreal doll from. He was the first person that made me aware of Fanreal doll. Now I have other great vendors, but as for today, I'm suggesting that you go through Betterlovedoll. And in part 8 today, we're going to go over the manual for Fanreal doll. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So as always, when I'm doing an unboxing review, I love to check out the manual that they send with the doll. And I'm gonna be honest, Fanreal doll has a beautiful manual. Here it is right here. Let's see if we can get it in focus. Sort of out of focus here. But either way, it's a beautiful manual, man. Very beautiful. And it's really quick. It's not a very long manual, to be quite honest with you. It's a sort of short manual, but they sort of get right to the point. In the first section, they have an About Us section, and they just say how Fanreal was founded in 2019. So it's a relatively new company. They say that they focus on design, production, and sales of hyper-realistic simulation figures. And that's a great way to describe their product. They say their core team consists of domestic 3D modelers and sculpture artists, as well as professional makeup artists, from clay draft modeling to finished product touch-up. They say we have top product design and perfect production process to restore every detail. They say private customization service is offered. So that means you can actually, tell them you want something to be customized to your liking, and they say they will do it. They say that products are made of food-grade platinum silicone, which meets the relevant national safety standards and is not toxic to humans and the environment. So that's definitely good to know. They're using platinum silicone. They have some common problems listed here, and they have sort of a question type format. And one of the questions is, why is the makeup of the same model different in the photos? So basically they're saying that when you get a doll, the makeup could look a little bit different than what you see in the photos. And they simply say that the makeup of each doll is done by hand, so it is impossible to be exactly the same. And there may be a very slight difference from the photos that you see. They say the light, technique, and angle of shooting may cause visual errors. So that means, like I say, what you see in the photos, you may not actually see in person. Well, I can attest to one thing. My girl looks splendid. I haven't just compared her to the actual photos on the Betterlovedoll site, but I don't give a damn. I'm very pleased with the makeup on this beautiful doll that I have. They say, it's another question here. It says, will the makeup of a Fanreal doll fall off? And they say that the makeup of Fanreal doll is done by a special process which will not fall off under normal circumstances. They say actually it's a layer of coating, and the coating will gradually fade over time and become thinner as the doll owner continues to rub and play with the makeup. They say, can Fanreal figures take a bath and use bath lotion? In principle, they say, we prefer to say clean the doll. It says, just like you can't throw a TV in the bathtub to take a shower, but you will regularly wipe it with a rag. It said, before cleaning the doll, you must first know the structure of the doll so that you can choose a suitable way to clean it from inside to outside. It said the doll is made of metal bones, sponge muscles, and silicone skin. If you soak the doll in water, the water will inevitably enter it because of the metal structure. It says, and the metal surface will be rusted by water and oxygen. It said, even if it does not rust, it will have peculiar smell due to long-term accumulation of water. So remember, be careful to operate. In other words, be careful bathing your girl. They say, we suggest that you just mainly regularly wipe the doll with the talcum powder and according to the weather and the oil output of the doll to decide when you wipe it. So meaning that you won't have to clean your doll as regularly as others might have to clean their doll depending on the environment you have her in. It said you can make the doll take a shower but do not use hot water when washing. That's sort of different than I've heard before. Normally when you have a full silicone doll, they say they don't give a damn how hot the water is, but they say don't use hot water when washing. It says the hot water should not produce steam as long as the bath liquid is a regular manufacturer's bath liquid, then there is no problem. But it's not recommended to use it frequently. After all, the bath liquid is also a kind of chemical product. It says, why does Fanreal dolls have a sponge layer? Is it for saving costs? It says, at present, dolls are mainly filled in two ways. The first is an internal filling, which is covered with silicone on the outside. And the second is all silicone filling. It said, we use the first method, which is also chosen by most physical doll manufacturers. The advantages of the first method are listed below. It says, reducing the weight of the doll by 40% compared with the second method. It said it also can enhance the hand feeling and make the doll feel softer. It says no matter how soft silicone, as long as the thickness increases, the hardness will increase proportionally with the thickness. It says also it can increase the tensile force of the silicone layer and prevent the metal skeleton from directly contacting the surface layer of silicone so that the silicone layer is not easily damaged. To sum up, the sponge layer will not save costs, but will greatly increase defective products. But for the above 3 points, we believe that it is a reasonable choice. So I guess they're saying that the sponge layer will keep the doll from being as defective. That's what they're trying to say. Then it goes on to say, can the Fanreal figure stand up? It says, we do not recommend that the doll stands for a long time. Please make sure that his feet are completely on the ground if it is necessary for shooting. And it should wear shoes. If it really needs to stand for a long time, please use a doll stand. So I was wondering why my doll's feet were so soft when they were supposed to have the hard standing feet option. And they are still so soft and things of that nature because they're saying, hey, we don't really want you to stand her up that long. So I guess she's cool to stand up for a little while, but not for long term. Because if you see right behind me, I have another doll that I just did a recent review on, and she's been standing for weeks. I'm going to be honest with you. And I haven't seen any type of ill effect from that. But after reading this book, I don't think I would stand my Fanreal doll for as long as I have the doll that's behind me standing up. It goes on to say, what customization options does Fanreal figures have? Can it be fully customized according to requirements? It says it has a couple of options here. It says, if our products are optimal in terms of race, skin color, eyes, hairstyle, nail colors, size of famous objects, and hair transplant on the lower body, people can customize them in the options. It says full customization. We support full customization, but must not involve legal disputes, meaning that you can probably send them your requirements for a full customizable doll, but they don't want you to make this doll look exactly like somebody else so they can avoid being sued for whatever type of doll you decide to make. But you can pretty much fully get a doll customized from head to toe according to them. Now I go on to the maintenance section of the book, and it says a preservation environment for your companion doll. And it says Fanreal figures, raw material is non-toxic and tasteless platinum silicone. The hardness of the silicone is zero shore, which I don't know what that means. It says the elongation is 450%, and the tear resistance is 1.7 MPa. I'm not familiar with any of these numbers. It says if the silicone product is placed for a long time, its surface will appear, or once again, this is sort of broken English, but it said on the surface will appear oil seepage. It says this is because the silicone formula contains silicone oil, which is a normal phenomenon. So please wipe it gently with talcum powder. Moreover, after using the doll's surface will adhere to dust and stains. In order to maintain the performance of the silicone skin and cleanliness of the silicone surface, please clean it regularly. And it goes on to say that the maintenance interval will vary according to the user, the storage, and the ventilation of the doll. But generally, they say to clean the doll off about once a month and powder the doll. But to clean it, they say use a sponge or towel dipped in water, and you can basically use any type of regular soap according to them. It says you can wipe the doll several times if it's dirty, but they say do not wipe hard and don't use anything corrosive to clean the dolls with, including strong acids or strong alkaline solutions, strong disinfectants, or detergents. It says it can be washed with soap, laundry detergent, and I've never heard the laundry detergent used, but they say you can use that, shampoo, body wash, or mild detergents. And of course, after the doll is dry, wipe her down with powder, baby powder or something of that nature. And it says when you powder the doll, wear a mask to avoid inhaling it. Now it has something about joint maintenance here. It says if the joints of the doll have been bent for a very long time, the surface will be wrinkled, which is caused by improper placement and long-term force on the surface. For example, the doll's abdomen may be pressed with horizontal lines if it sits for a long time. It said, please try to restore each joint to the state of no stress after display of the doll is done to reduce the stress on each joint. So basically, don't have your doll in a posing position for too long, or it could cause what I like to say are indentions in the doll. Now they go on to talk about basically the makeup maintenance, or what they call the painting maintenance. They says, as the material of the doll's makeup, the silicone paint generally does not fall off. It says, but only gradually fades. It said, please don't wipe the makeup hard, especially the doll's face makeup and eyebrows and eyelashes. It says, please wipe gently when using and cleaning, or its hair will fall off and fade, which is difficult to repair once the color fades. It says you can use ordinary cosmetics to make up the doll, such as lipstick, blush, etc. But please do not use too thick of an ointment to coat the face, which may make it difficult to clean. It says do not wipe hard when removing makeup to avoid color fading. All color fading and hair removal caused by abnormal operations are not assured by the warranty. It says color fading and hair removal can be repaired, but users need to bear the postage and repair costs themselves. Now they talk about after sale notice about Fanreal dolls. And they say the product you purchase will enjoy a free makeup touch-up service. Now that's sort of cool. You can actually get a free makeup touch-up service. I don't know how to actually get it done, but they say they offer that. They say the product you purchase enjoys a free warranty service within 1 year, except for the material cost for extremely serious damage. Other repair items are free. It said the color fades caused by the user wiping the product hard cannot enjoy repair and return. The factory can provide maintenance, but the user must bear the freight. In other words, I guess you can send it back to them to get it touched up, but you have to pay for the shipping. It says there is a risk of loss by things in the mail. To avoid such risks, customers can insure the price themselves. Basically, you can insure your doll, with whatever company you decide to ship her with. You can put some extra insurance on them. They said, or you can ask us to insure the price when they send it back. But it says if customers have no relevant requirements, we assume that you have understood the risks that may be caused by transportation and are willing to bear the item loss that may be caused by logistics transportation. So they're saying, hey, if you don't insure the doll, you basically bear the risk of it potentially getting lost. And that's pretty much the end of this the manual. The only other thing they show is the different movements that the doll can go through. They show the different head movements of the doll, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can quite see it at the bottom of this page here. But they show little head movements, and then they show body movements on this last page of the manual. They just show you, and I know it's sort of out of focus here, but they sort of show you a lot of different movements that you can do with the doll, with the arms, how far the arms can go up. I ain't gonna lie, they showing an angle on here that I haven't actually done with my doll. I think I'm scared to do that angle. They show the arm movements, they show the leg movements, and I pretty much did all those in my skeletal review. And it all has some actual nice movements here. But that pretty much does it for their manual. I think they have a nice, really concise manual here. It gets straight to the point. And it was good to sort of read that they do have some type of a warranty program. But they're basically saying if they find out you've abused a doll or it's basically damaged because of user error, then that won't be insured. But just the regular fading of makeup and things of that nature, they'll touch those things up. But at the end of the day, you would have to decide whether it's worth it for you to actually ship a doll back to them, because I'm sure those shipping costs aren't cheap. But overall, I think it was a pretty nice book. I learned some different things about Fanreal doll, because other full silicone dolls, I've heard you can use hot water on them, but they say they don't want you to use, hot, steamy water on their dolls. So when you get your manual, make sure you read it over closely and cover the things, everything yourself. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a very useful manual. I would take everything that they said in mind when caring for my Fanreal doll, and I appreciate them for providing all of this information. So, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little deep dive into the Fanreal doll manual. I had a great time doing it. A big shout out to Betterlovedoll for providing me this wonderful Fanreal doll to do a review on. And I want all of you to be on the lookout for part 9 of the unboxing review of my 155 centimeter full silicone Fanreal doll. Because in part 9, I'm going to be giving my final thoughts on what I feel about Fanreal and their business, and everything that I've had to experience while unboxing and reviewing this Fanreal doll. It's been a great time with you, and I hope that you've been enjoying this series. But as of right now, it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, and my beautiful full silicone 155 centimeter Fanreal doll presented by Betterlovedoll. We are